You're live with Tim Black Freedom Friday. What's your name and where you calling from?
Tim Black, it's Ariel from Atlanta, another one of your after hours crew.
Ariel, what's up, sis? Glad to have you.
Oh, I'm glad to be here. I love what you're saying tonight about, the water in Flint, the water in the Dakotas. It's long been my belief, and it's the truth, that if you control the food and the water, you control the people. And we've even if you don't have your water coming out a brown color out of your faucet, you got fluoride in it. You know what fluoride does? It makes your brain dull, makes you not be able to think straight, disrupts your endocrine system, leads to greater incidence of cancer. So all my wonderful cornbread folks out there, check into a fluoride-removing water filter. I have a pitcher from Seashell, and it's a great investment. It only costs about $50-$60. Takes the fluoride out of your water. Anybody making jokes about anything going on in Flint, give me a break. You got children with permanent brain damage from the lead poisoning. They will never get better from that. They will never recover from that. Anybody think about, put yourself in that position. You got a child that's going to be permanently brain damaged forever from toxic water, and it'll change your mind real fast. Now, when it comes to our old favorite bird, Birdie, and everyone that we've been talking about, just like last night, and talking about how not everybody that you like is always going to do what you want them to say or do, well, it made me think about this old story that was related to me by my buddy Utah Phillips about Grandpa Budgie, budgies, parakeets, Well, Grandpa Budgie was sitting there in his bird cage one day, and he felt the spring air, blowing through the window, and he, felt something stirring in his jeans, and so he bent the bars back, and he hurtled himself out and started flying about, and he was feeling really good about it, but then the wind started to shift, and it got real cold, and his little wings iced up, and he fell right down into the middle of a barnyard where he laid there, all, in a torpor. And he might not have made it, but the barnyard cat, looked at him, and the barnyard mule looked at him, and the mule came over and took a crap on him. Saved his life. It was warm in there, and he started carving out a little space in there with his wings and started singing a sprightly rondelay common to the Budgie clan. Well, the barnyard cat cocked an ear, came right over there, swiped that crap right off of the bird, scarfed Grandpa Budgie down in mid-cadenza, and that was that for Grandpa Budgie. Well, what could a biped like me learn from an untoward situation such as this? And, here's the moral. Just because someone will crap on you doesn't always make them your enemy. And just because someone will take crap off you doesn't make them your friend. But if you have a nice warm place to be, even if it is a pile of crap, keep your mouth shut.
Okay. All right. I think that, yeah, especially in your storyline, that makes a lot of sense. How does that relate? Tell me how that relates to Bernie Sanders. Is he taking the crap on us, or is he taking the crap off us?
Well, it could be either one. Some people feel like he's crapping on us, but that doesn't necessarily make him our enemy. And just because people will take crap off of you doesn't make them your friend. It doesn't mean that they've got your best interests in heart just because they'll listen to any darn junk that you say. That's, it's just a moral, life moral.
Yeah.
Pay attention to it. Not only in your social, personal life, but in the world as well.
Good points. Good point. All relative. Well, look, Ariel, thank you so much for the call. Thank you for the analogy, the storyline. And look, guys, we getting crapped on or somebody getting crap off us? And either way, which is good, which is bad. Ariel from the After Hours crew, available on the Ebon Kim channel that you can check out following this show. I think they start at 11. It's After Hours.